You are now watching MTV. Oh, where's my water? Okay. Hey, Jen. Where's my water? Yes, Brittany, Isaiah, Nina Mosley, and Taylor. Brittany Daverin. Oh, I gave you a whole government? My bad. Oh, thank you, sis. Yes, I've been had the ring light, but I had it on the wrong setting, so now she's giving. Hi, cuz. Thank you, Chin. Yes, Brittany. You know the vibes. Had my ring light on the wrong setting. Brittany made me get her. No, I got her right before Brittany told me I need to make it brighter. Brighten up my life. Hi, mommy. Season finale. Hooty hoo. Hi, people. Ha, 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 ha. Tati, Shauna, Carly. We'll wait for a few more people to join. I am kid-free tonight. Thank you, Jesus. So my mom, who's tuned in, has Phoenix. Guess who's back? Hey. Hey, KK. Hey, Chrissy. What's Facebook hitting for? View request. Ciao. What's this? Oh, invite people to join. Okay. Yo, every week I'm like, go to bed. The girl, I start this at 9:15 because Phoenix is in the bed usually by 8:30, 8:45, and then we have to read a book or 2 or 3. So I think that 9:15 is like a good time. But she insists on going to the potty after her bed. And I can be honest and say 90% of the time, she really does have to make poops. I don't know why her clock is like that, but her poops comes 9:30, 10 p.m. But after that first time, she's just literally going in the bathroom to play games. Look at her toes, wash her hands 800 times. Hi, hey Kim, hey Salim. Phoenix is missing her finale moment. We will catch her on season 2. I'm gonna interview her actually because she's clearly stressed, and I need to know what I'm doing wrong. Yes, we have Jamaican Me Crazy live from Jamaica. We have Dr. Vanita Edward coming live from Walgreens. Stevie. Hi, Kelly. Okay, guys. We have a good amount in the room. It's a few of us. It's giving Thanksgiving right now, you know. I don't know how American people like to do Thanksgiving at like 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Haitian people, 1, 2 p.m. food is ready. Thanksgiving is brunch for us. We're not waiting late. So I'm glad that everybody has joined on time. Hey, Corey. Okay. So tonight is our season finale, season 1. It's chat 6. So I got to get my wording together. It's chat 6. And we've had some good times together. We really had some good times. And I just wanted to end on my lucky number 6. It's my number. Number 6. It is what it is. And I just want this to continue to be like genuine me and just topics that I can go on and on about and that are relatable, etc., etc., etc. And this topic is the main topic of my life, especially if you know me, if you're my friends, if you're around me. The topic is my job. And originally it was, I hate my job, but people from my job follow me. So it's not, I hate my job. I don't hate the job itself. I hate where I am in my life as it pertains to my job, if that makes sense. So this episode, I think I have it titled, or this chat, Jobs and Dreams, because those are both two things that coincide. Oh, thank you guys. We need to block. Yeah, I should have blocked a few people from our story. Might be too late for that. Anyway, fuck them all. So, okay. The story of my life is that everything I want, I get. Literally. Person, place, or thing. If I want it, if I say I'm going to do it, it's going to happen. Eventually. Let's hit the ... eventually. It doesn't happen when I want it, apparently. But it happens. And the one item that I have not grasped yet is my career, the field that I'm going to be in, that I have a job in, that I'm just going to keep, my trajectory will just keep going up and up and up. We haven't managed that yet. So I went to Virginia Commonwealth University. At my wedding, my father said I went to Virginia Tech. Not sure if he has another kid who goes there. But I didn't go there. I was in Richmond. And I originally went to be a criminal psychologist because y'all know I used to be on the block. Murder Inc. Anyway, so I did a Psych 101 and I was like, yeah, no. Like I got schizophrenia. I got bipolar. Like I thought I had everything. So I said, this is actually not for me. Like I'm not going to do this. And then I was talking to my elementary school girlfriend, Shayna, who's in Atlanta. Hey, Shayna girl. And Shayna was like, yo, you should be a publicist. Like you are a people person. You always talk about the music industry, which is true. It's always something that I wanted to indulge in. And I am Superwoman. Hey girl. Hola. She said I should be a publicist. So I looked into it and I was like, oh, it's giving Samantha off of Sex and the City. It's the job for me. So I studied that, graduated, have my degree in communications and minor in public relations. And as you guys can see from these lives, or if you know me in real life, like I love people. I'm talking to people. As soon as I meet you, I'm hugging you off the rip. Like I'm disarming you immediately. If you think you're about to be nasty, maybe you still gonna be nasty, but I'm gonna give you a hug to let you know that I'm not coming in here with no energy. Like I'm super cool. I'm chilled. I don't give a F. Once you graduate, you have this idea of like, you're automatically going to get this job and things are going to happen. And that's not what happened. But I wasn't tripping at first, right? This conversation is 12 years later. So I wasn't tripping at first. I had a little job at a college, on 34th Street and 6th Avenue. So people who are not from New York, like 34th Street, y'all see Miracle on 34th Street. Y'all know the vibes. So I had that little job and I was doing like my PR thing on the side. So, I worked with a group, with two women, Tiffany Bender and Alize Garcia. They had, I don't forgot what y'all had, child. What was the Harlem thing again? They had a nonprofit that benefited Harlem. The name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't get it out now. But anyway, I worked with them as a nonprofit. I worked with a comedian out of Harlem. His name is Omar. Omar is so funny. Love him. He might have a show on November 25th. So when he posted, I'll post that. But Young Harlem. Sorry. Yeah. So Young Harlem was a nonprofit I worked with. And their focus was like to end like violence in their community. They had been around like this big shootout and just wanted to end the violence. So they did great work. I did PR for them, helped them out. I worked with Omar the comedian. I worked with Vodkila Spirits, which is a vodka and tequila mix owned by Anthony Armstead, Black owned. So I was like Amanda knows everything. I was out of school and working at this college and freelancing, doing my thing, like, putting in that work in hopes that, one day it would come to fruition or something would happen. What happened after that? Oh my God, I hated that job. Hated. I guess I use the word hate for anything that I don't particularly love, because what is the other end of the stick when you hate something? Hey Vanessa, hey Sade. So I got fired and I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank you God. Thank you God. Like, let me get fired, because there was no way I was quitting. Like, mama ain't raised no quitter. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna do my work. But I did. I wasn't the best worker there. I was a good worker. But I did my thing. Anyway, so once I got laid off, I was still trying to do little things here and there, still trying to follow like this publicist route. And again, the goal was to always be in the music industry somehow. I just didn't know what. So at the time, it was, I can be a publicist. Then I started interning and doing PR, and just really realizing like, nah, I don't really like this. Excuse me. But I tried to ignore the feeling, taking it in like, maybe I was getting discouraged. PR is such a job, because you literally are going to hear 10,000 no's, two maybes, and one yes. And that yes is bound to be a no. Like, it's tough. And I was like, bruh, it's but so much rejection that I can take. I did PR at a company that we did publicity for, like, real estate in islands. And then I worked for a company who we did PR for, like, children's toys. And that was, I got actually more kick and more vavoom doing that, but I didn't love it. But I got a lot of press. I think we got one of the products on Good Morning America. That agency was also well known. So long story short, I was helping Young Harlem do PR, and they had won an award at Black Girls Rock. And so I went with them to an interview at ABC, and BT had hired a woman to do the publicity for the winners, which were Alizé and Tiffany at the time. And, I'm going with them like, yo, Alizé's like, yo, there's a publicist who's going to be there. You should come, represent us, and you'll meet this lady. So I meet her. She's super nice. And I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a job. And she's honest from up front. She's like, hey, I have a small boutique agency. Don't know if I'll be able to hire you full time, but like, take my information. I think she wound up calling maybe like a month or two after, and we've been working together for the last 10 years. So that was like really a blessing. So Allie, thanks for that, Allie, you as usual. So I'm working with this woman still. Her name is Tyra Lindsay Warren, and she owns LAI Communications, which I do a lot of my freelance work with, outside of when I work with my friend Sarita Gates, and working with the Gates Preserve. Anyway, I say all that I'd say that I wound up getting the job that I'm at now, because again, this woman said that she would love to work with me, but she just couldn't keep me. She just couldn't afford to have me full time. Like, baby girl, I had student loans to pay. She was clear on that. I was clear on that, and that's what it was. So I had to get a real job, because again, student loans to pay. I living in my mom's house, but I help with the bills. They're like, you ain't living for free. I had cell phone, just bills. We can go on and on and on. Yeah, I got all the bills in the fucking world. So I start this job. When I start this job, it's a connect. One of my mom's friends knows somebody who's there. HR brings me in, like, oh, okay, we're going to hire you as a temp. We know you don't want to stay. Like, I was as transparent as I am in real life. I'm like that on job interviews and the jobs, which is probably why I don't have a job now. I mean, the job that I want now. I'm just not here for BSing. And I didn't say it in the interview, but the woman knew that I was not here to stay. She knew this was temp. She was cool with that. I was cool with that. Again, 10 years later, I'm still there. So I wound up getting this job, and the job is super easy. I'm able to work the job and still work my freelance job. Like, I'm pitching all day, because she's made it such a way that I can do both. Like, she gets it. Like, I'm here to help her, and as long as I help her and that's not interrupted, I can do what I need to do on the side. What was her name? forgot her name. Beautiful white woman. I love you. I can't remember your name right now. Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Wherever you are. Thank you. So yeah. So while I'm working, I'm still doing my thing, and still like the fire is there, like the fire, like, yo, it's gonna work out eventually. Things are gonna happen because I'm putting in the work and I'm still paying my bills, right? My plan A is making my plan B work, or whatever Fab said. And then things just didn't happen that way. A little like, she was always honest that she wasn't able to pay me to work full time. But, with PR and with even agencies, right? Clients come and go. You cannot determine how long you're going to have a client for, how many months. Some clients sign on for 3 months. Some clients sign on for 6 months. Some clients are, you have them the same time every year annually for a particular event. And things just were never consistent enough for me to leave my job. And I think during that time, I was not really job hunting. Uh-oh, I got an eyelash in my eye. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. I don't do eyeballs, so it might be an intermission. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm about to freak out, and I'm trying not to. Okay. Whew. So, where was I at? That just really annoyed me. So I was basically saying, I just, I got comfortable being like working the two things and things not being through the triple blink. All right. It's gone now when it comes back. I got a little comfortable, like doing the, having the job and then freelancing, And I would say that I wasn't applying to a lot of jobs at the time because I just knew that this job would work out. I loved working with this woman. I loved the clients that she had and things would work. So at the time I was like a little bit complacent in where I was. And the job wasn't bad. Like I had a lot of vacation days, a lot of time off, and my boss, a black woman, super cool. So I was reporting to 2 black women in both jobs and it worked out. So I would say that being at the job kind of made me comfortable enough to, not push as hard. Again, I also was like freelancing with other people. So one of my other friends, she used to like do a bunch of events and I used to go with her and I used to meet people all the time. And I just wish that, what I know now, I wish I knew at that time. Like I just always had in my mind that we would come back to these events and I would see these people again and be able to network when it was like, I needed to seize those opportunities when I had them. Because one time we were in the room with, wow, my memory is really bad tonight. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, he's a top guy at BET. He's no longer there. Hey, number 6. Top guy at BET. And we were in the room with him and I was chatting and there was like one moment where he was like by himself. I was working like BET Rip the Runway. And it was one moment where he was like sitting by himself and I told my homegirl, like, yo, I should go over to him and like ask, like, is BET hiring? Are there any jobs? And she's like, girl, no, fuck out of here. Like, we too cool for that and we'll be back here next year. And my stupid, naive, young self like was like, okay, like she knows everything. We were not there next year and I've never bumped into that man again. Like my young self could have had the opportunity. So yeah. Okay. So just, just one example of hitting a dead end. And then I think that there was like this one year where I was just like this really fed up and started applying to jobs. And I think at this time I was still applying to PR jobs, knowing that the love for it had gone. My freelance boss, like she realized the love for it had gone. I was no longer asking to write. I didn't want to write a press release. I didn't want to write a nothing, a post release. I didn't want to write a media, nothing, like nothing. I didn't want to do it. If we were working an event, I was super happy to be there because I love people. Like I want to be in your face. I want to make sure you're right. I want to greet you. I want to make sure that you're having the best experience ever. And if you're not, I want to figure out how I can help. And doing PR didn't allow me to do that with, pitching clients over the computer. And then it's really like, it's PR is really about who you know. And to just be honest, I really suck at networking. For some reason, when I get in those spaces, I clam up. One, because I'm just like, I have run into so many frauds. I feel like I don't even want to network because you lying. Like, you're lying. You have no connection. Yo, one time this girl said she was gonna. I told this girl there was like this big event planner. She's huge, I knew a girl who was mutual friends with this girl, and I'm like, oh my god, I would love to intern for her. Like I'm willing to get paid nothing just to like work with her, because at the time I thought I wanted to do like event planning and stuff. And the girl's like, oh, that's my girl, that's my good girlfriend, rah rah rah. So I'm like, okay, like connect me with her. And she gives me a girl's email, like, oh, email her and put in the subject line, referred to by XYZ. If you ask Kathleen Crawford to plug you with anybody, I'm sending the email. I'm putting y'all on the email. Or I'm sending the text message. That's how a plug works. If you saying, yo, I want to work with children, I'm going to connect you with Sarita, or I'm going to connect you with somebody who works with children in a space where you can work at. If you're saying, yo, I want to do nonprofit or whatever, because Alizé can't help you get a Nike. I mean, she's tried, but you know what I mean? Like, if I have like my friends who are in certain spaces, I'm going to connect you if this person is my person. And I just always meet these fraudulent people. So anyway, I said to say that I suck at networking. A lot of it is me just overthinking, or sometimes not feeling like I'm qualified to have these conversations with these people. Especially since I've only been doing it as freelance, right? Like my full daytime job, we can call me an expert, right, in that. But like the freelance, a little piece of me doesn't always feel confident, even though I know that I know what I'm doing. When I'm around people who do it full time or whatever, I get weird. It's me. I'm the problem. So I hit like a lot of dead ends because of being my own worst enemy. Not wanting to network, being tired of like being around frauds. Like I just was over it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is not what I want to do. Excuse me. And then always in the back of my mind was like, I need to do things that are around people. So I switched from PR to like more event and not planning, event management. Because like when you're doing a job, you have to realize what your strengths are. And while my strength can be like planning my family life and planning like my mom and my brother and everybody else's vacations, and maybe planning an event for myself, I know I'm not an event planner. I will manage the hell out your event though. Like if you're like, yo, this is what I want for my event, I have this vendor coming in, that vendor coming in, I need you to make sure that they're set up here, this is done, that is done, people are greeted, this happens at this time, this happens at that time, I'm your girl. Everything is happening on time. I thought I could do that for my own wedding. Try that. Like, you cannot be the guest and an event planner. So all of these little jobs were just things that excited me, that kept me close to what I ultimately wanted to do and still want to do, is like work in the music industry somehow. I don't know what it looks like, but I've always tried to chase careers that put me close to those. So I'm like, okay, if I have this event planning experience, then, or event management, then I can get a job at Live Nation. I can get a job there and get a job there. Listen, the sucky part about freelancing and having a full-time job is that when you go on interviews and you have all of these items on your resume, they're like, okay, so like one job interview, they asked me, who supplies your medical insurance, the freelance or the full-time job? Right? Like, that's a weird question, because focus on my freelance work, because that's what I'm here for. So it gets tricky, especially with employers like trying to fill me out or fill the vibes out. I don't know, it got weird. But anyway, I have got lucky enough along the way to like meet strangers. And literally when I mean strangers, 100% strangers. I joined a book club, best book club ever. It's called the Brownies Book Club or whatever. And through the book club, I was able to like network, and that was comfortable space for me, because it was like, I love to read. Like, I actually read books, like hard copies. I recently switched over to Audible, but like I love a hard copy book. I love to read a book. And so being around women who were also reading, and then you get to learn about what they do in their careers, and you get to connect. That was a natural networking for me. So like the book club worked out, and being in that book club allowed me to meet this girl named Chanel. And I met Chanel in person probably once, but probably not like a real intro, just like, you know, how you say hi to everybody in the room. And then Chanel wound up working on something with Sarita, and Sarita's like, yo, my homegirl wants to work in the music industry. Let me plug you. Again, me and Chanel have never, still to this day, met in person, gave a hug, gave a dap. I can't wait till I meet this girl because, again, knows me from nowhere. When I tell you that Chanel has sent me so many jobs, like, this is the kind of person that I hopefully am to the people in my life. Like if I hear a job, if I hear something, I want to connect you, I want to plug you, because it costs you nothing to be a good person. It costs you nothing. If you know that somebody wants a job, or you know something, you pull them up. Anyway, Chanel got me 2 job interviews. And I got to like interview 3 out of 4 every time. And then you get to that last interview and they're like, oh, somebody more qualified than you is there. And that really sucks because, you know, I called the HR guy. Like, I was crying on the phone. I didn't care. Like, at that point, I already didn't get the job. So what am I losing? And I just was like, okay. So in order to have this job, I have to have certain qualifications. I had the qualifications, but they felt like I was overqualified. But then for another position, they felt like I had no music industry experience. I was like, well, I'm confused. Like, I'm overqualified to be an admin, but I'm underqualified to do what is on my resume that I do. And he was honest. He's like, yo, you're in a sucky position. Like, I don't even have anything to tell you except for like keep applying and keep trying, because you're in a sucky position. And I know everyone has all the best advice, and I really appreciate it. But I only want advice from people who've actually done it, because, you know, like Hov said, everybody could tell you how to do it. They never did it. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so I went to like these job interviews and just getting like so discouraged. Like, God, what is happening? What is happening? What's happening? Maybe God wants me to stay at my current job so that I have a lesson to learn. Yes, Amanda, help me out, sis. So that I have like a lesson to learn or whatever. But I know that after I left those interviews, I was really on some like, if one more label try to stop me, it's going to be some voodoo dolls in your lobby, okay? That's the remix. Because I was getting fed up. I'm applying for jobs. I'm going on the interviews. I'm doing the work, and still nothing is happening. But let's go back. Unpopular opinion. Very unpopular. Okay. It is really interesting working for Black women. Hear me out. You could have the greatest boss, which I've had, right? But the Black women that I have works for still have to report up. Like I had the greatest boss for forever. And as much as she wanted to do for me, at the end of the day, she still was a Black woman working under a regime, y'all know what I mean by that, that don't want to see Black women excel or want to keep Black women capped. So if my boss is capped, what does that look like for me? Okay, that's 1. 2, Black women who report to other Black women who are mean as hell. Another one. We always want to protect our people, right? But when our people are effing up, we need to cut it. We need to stop it. I say that to say that I have worked for some Black women who were not nice. And I'm not going to not say it because we're supposed to protect each other. Y'all are crazy. And I don't know if y'all need a man, a vacation, or what. But if y'all watch this live, I need y'all to hear this. I worked for one woman at a PR agency. I was there to learn how to do PR. Your girl had me walking to 42nd Street for her Red Lobster. Like, I don't know if she thought that, like, this was Diddy making the band. And over time, I realized that I was no longer there to learn PR. She was just using me as a slave. And, okay, let me not say slave. That was a lot. She was using me as an assistant, and I wasn't there to be an assistant. So I decided that I was done. I'm like, I'm not learning here. Like, I'm literally, this lady made me walk like 15 blocks to get her Red Lobster. I walked. When I came back, she gave me no money for the train, no money for nothing. It was an intern. It was unpaid, not a stipend or nothing for a Metro card, nothing. When I came back, she asked me, why was her food cold? And I was looking at her like, because what? You made me walk, sis. There and back. And it's a beautiful summer day. So now I'm jonesing with my good girlfriend on the phone. I'm taking my sweet time because it's hot. It's hot. Okay, so back to Black Women Reporter Talk Black Women. My freelance boss, sweetest person ever. She got her dark side. We all do. Nice. And we usually get Black women who are clients. And when I tell y'all they be nasty, like Dave Chappelle said, we should have never gave you niggas money. Yes, this is a great point. Alizé just said, I think a lot of it comes from believing that they have to put the younger generation through the ringer, the same ringer they went through. Anybody, if I tomorrow I start owning a company, I'm not hazing nobody. This is not a sorority. It's not a fraternity. This is, let me give you these gems so that you can be great. The issue with these older Black women, they don't want the younger women to come up. They have a fear that they're going to be eliminated. Let's call it what it is. Like, it's corny. Now I'm getting angry. Let me tell you about this client that we had. We had this client. I worked on a project. I loved the project. The project made me, it revitalized. I don't know if that's the right word. It kicked up the fire in me of wanting to work like in the music industry again, like get me back to applying. And usually on these events, I work as a talent coordinator. So I'm working directly with the talent and helping them with everything they need. So their needs from like hotel, flights, ground transportation once they get on, and any questions they have while they're there. Like, you know, all the not stupid stuff, but like minute items. Like, that's usually what I do. And, we had this one client who, was the founder of this project and just Cruella DeVille. I don't even think, like, Cruella DeVille, like, ain't got nothing on her, like, actually. And I don't want to call her Satan because she's God's child. Not the God I praise, but, like, the God that's out there, another one. And she was just mean. I mean, like, so mean and disrespectful that I used to have like a little bit anxiety, like getting on our weekly calls, because I'm just like, I don't even know how to be professional with this person. Like I want to meet her outside. Like, I want her to catch these hands, because who you talking to? Oh, Satan was an angel. Very true. But you know what they say, Judas had a bad day, but Peter had a bad day, but Judas had a bad heart. Yeah, she Judas for sure. And this lady was just mean. And this made me just be like, this is why sometimes maybe we don't get in positions that we need, or it's harder for us to get jobs, because you have these mother effers who just disgusting. Like, she was just mean. And anyway, so I said to say, like, yeah, so I had this Black woman who's reporting to this Black woman who's talking to her crazy. You know, it messes with you. Like, damn, like, I thought we here to support each other and to build a dream that we all believe in, that we're all, like, when I'm on the ground at an event, I be chilling, right, in moments, but I be working, bro. Like, we're up 6 a.m. We're going to bed 1 a.m. We're doing it again and again and again. And I'm on my feet all day long. Imagine doing that all day, getting underpaid, right? Because they never want to give Black women a budget. Again, sponsors are shady too when it comes to like Black women. And then this person is like treating you like crap. Okay. Anyway. I'm saying all of this to say that it's been really hard for me to find a job that I want. Half of the issue is me. Maybe more than half is me, right? Like, I haven't been stable and like figuring out like what exactly I know what I want to do. I don't know the job title that I'm looking for to apply. There are jobs that I apply for and I'm just like, yeah, no. Like, yo, the jobs that are out here, they want you to be able to drive a car, teach a squirrel how to swim, teach a fish how to walk, and no work-life balance for $45K. Nigga, where? Who? Time to sell drugs. Let me tell you something. If I had to sell drugs, I would be in jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going to... Oh, and have a master's degree. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be making a bunch of jokes like, yeah, I'll be going to block. Yeah, I move bricks. If I had to hold drugs, like hard drugs, not marijuana, that doesn't count. If I had to hold hard drugs, I would just walk to the precinct because I'd be like, sir, Carlos, OG Juan gave it to me. That's who gave me the drugs. But anyway, yeah, I've been a part of the issue, not knowing how to apply for jobs, meeting fraudulent people, not always believing in myself. So I've been a part of the problem. Then the other part of the problem is these jobs are trying to underpay and have you do all these things. Like, bruh, what? This one job wanted me to put like what was on my my GPA. For $50K, you want my GPA? Ma'am, the paper that VCU mailed me, that cost $100,000. I ain't even paid them back. What are we talking about? Yeah, yes, imposter syndrome is there. So anyway, while I'm freelancing and doing all of that, I still have to work my day job, right? And luckily for them, I have integrity. Like, I show up to work. I really wish we could pull up a record of how many times I've called out sick, in 10 years. Maybe 10 times. Like, I don't be calling out sick. Like, I go to work, I do my work, I do what I gotta do, I leave. I mean, sometimes, because I'm consistent, right? If I mean outside of work, I mean inside of work. I'm fast. I'm human, right? I make mistakes, whatever. But my job also does not appreciate what I bring to the job. And that is also a hard pill to swallow. So it's like, I already feel like I'm stuck here. While I'm here, I'm working OD and y'all don't appreciate me. I had to take my boss to HR. Cause she was wilding. She was not a black woman. I took her to HR because she was packing and piling work on me. And it's like, being a good worker, is not always beneficial. Sometimes people think that because you're a good worker that you should get more work. More that. Okay. More my check. Okay. More my vacation time. More my benefits. Not more work. Like, you want to overwork your good workers. Why are you talking about try OnlyFans? What? I did tell Justin that though. I was like, listen, it's gonna be no face, no case, because I'm about to put these boobs up on OnlyFans. We need some extra money. Daycare is expensive. Anyway, so I feel like at my current job, I'm like juggling a lot of work. And recently I asked for more money. I asked for more money a while ago, but my boss was leaving. And so her boss was trying to be spiteful. And like, you're not doing no favors when the person you don't want to leave has exited the building. Cause she chose herself. She chose happiness. So let's say I asked for $20K. And I should have asked for $40K, right? I didn't ask for these numbers. I'm just giving you an example. Because I don't even want to overcharge them for what they did to Cold Crush. But I should. They gave me $5K, y'all. 5. Imagine asking for 20 when you know you deserve 40 and niggas give you 5. and then are super excited to tell you like, hey, so I got you 5K. What am I going to do with that? After taxes, ma'am, do you think I'm seeing that 5K? Uncle Sam is literally taking that 5K to hell. He's taking it to hell. So I was just so frustrated. And I just was like, did you not see basically I gave my boss the job description that I was hired for 5 years ago compared to what I'm doing now. And I told her that I need the market rate and I would love for the three of us to speak with HR. But she decides that while I'm having a wedding, she's going to give me 5K. It's disrespectful. Like, these companies just don't make you feel valued. And I'm not going to knock her. She's a new boss, and I don't really think that she has a lot of pull. But it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to work for a company that you just don't feel valued at. It's hard. And where it gets harder is that I have to work 9 to 5, right? Some days miserable. I think like a month ago, I cried for like 3 days straight. I could not stop crying. I don't know if I was PMSing or what. I was so frustrated at work. And I was like, God, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? Like, let me meet somebody who's going to connect me, because I realized that my strong suit is not a resume. People can't see this on a resume. But when I meet people, they love me. They're like, what? Like, this is perfect for you. The project I worked in the summertime, like, when I tell you that every artist that I worked with was like, yo, you made this such a great experience. Thank you so much. Like, I can't wait to work with you next year. And I'm looking at them like, I'm not coming back here next year. Like, while working with you guys was a joy, like, who I had to report to, that wasn't a joy. This summer was so tough for me because I was working a job that I felt unappreciated at. Then working a freelance job where I just hated. So imagine doing those two jobs, right? I need the money. Like, we need all the extra cash we can get. Then I have to come home and deal with a toddler who's like Sonic. She's like, zip, 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 squirrel, 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 squirrel. Like, she's a nut. So I have to deal with her, right? She's coming home. She's so happy to see me. She's so excited, to be in her house, to jump and run. And I have zero energy. I have nothing because work has depleted me. I'm just unhappy about where I'm at. Then I have my husband who wants like to love and have sexy time. And I'm just like, I just want to be alone. Like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything because I'm miserable. I got on chat with both my group chats, and I just was like, I don't want advice today. I just want to vent. I just want to tell y'all how unhappy I am. And it really feels good to have, friends who, one, have been in that predicament, as you guys can see from the comments. Like, Amanda left ACS after 11 years for being overworked. And my friend Keisha, like, she wants to, like, start her own business because the school systems ain't giving what the school systems are supposed to give, education-wise and monetarily. Like, everybody's doing their own thing. My friend Cornell, like, she started her own therapy company. Is that how you say it? Practice. Counseling to comfort to counseling. Sorry, Cornell, I can't remember right now. My brain is fried. But everybody, like, doesn't feel appreciated, and they make a move. And I've been feeling like I just can't do that because financially, I just can't do that. I'm like a safe person. I want to bet on myself while also collecting this company check, like, which is why I feel like I can have a job and then try to have something. And the misery also led to this, right? It led to like me speaking to a friend of a friend, like, yo, I'm miserable. Like, bitch, pull up some tarot cards for me. Tell me what I need to be doing, where I need to be. Yeah. Being miserable at a job and then having to come home to your kids is wild. Because that affects Phoenix. Like, she may be doing something. And I'm like, stop. Be quiet. Da, da, da. And now she looks sad. And now I feel bad because she's sad. But, like, I'm overwhelmed. Like, I need to cook dinner for them. And then, he's going to give her a bath. I got to read a book. And I just want 10 minutes to myself. And then he wants some loving. And I'm just like, does anybody see that I'm miserable? I think for my mom and for Justin, it really hits them when I start like making big mistakes, like burning the food. I lost Phoenix Scooter like a month ago. Like these, like when I'm overwhelmed or unhappy, I just start doing things that are not me. Yeah. This job, boy. Last week I was still stuck on a 5K, but I was still on the wedding high, so I just was floating. I'm like, I'm just going to do my work or whatever. And this Russian lady got on the phone, and she was so nasty to me. And I had time. And so now my job has implemented this new camera policy where you have to be on the camera. And half the days I have that turban on because I'm not putting my wig on like y'all wildin'. And I had to take off my blue light glasses. I was in the screen like, you sent the email to who? Because for some reason, white women still think they can talk to you crazy. And shout out to the good white women, because I don't have, it's not about race all the time. But for some instances, in this instance, this white woman was blowing mine. So yeah. What do you guys feel about jobs? Like, have you guys had like these kind of issues, like looking for jobs or meeting people or feeling like deterred from your dream? You know, I'm good for an email. Another piece that I missed over by accident was just like, one thing about it was that another reason why I feel like I'm also not in a position that I need to be career-wise yet is because I let a lot of people who are in that career field talk me out of it. I used to hang out with like this OG from the neighborhood or whatever, and he used to be in the drug industry prior to the music industry. You know, at one point they were all correlated, and he used to speak so poor, like, no, don't do that, you're a good person, and you're this, you're that, don't ever do it, and da-da-da-da-da. And then soon as the pandemic hit, your boy went back to the music industry. So, you know, it's like me listening to the friend who told me, oh, we'll bump into these people another time. Me listening to this guy who I trusted his opinion and valued his thoughts, not working in the music industry. Me actually meeting people who are currently in the music industry who tell you no. But there's something that I am gravitated to. And I don't know what it is, but if y'all know somebody, plug your girl. You heard? So tell me, what are your dream jobs? Like, what are the kind of jobs that you wish you could do? Like, if you could have the best job ever, like, what would it be? I know Renee, he recently left FedEx after, Renee, you said you were there for like 10, 15 years? And he's now has like his own construction company, and he's super happy. He's trying to encourage me to be an entrepreneur, but mama ain't with that. Okay, I left the city job with a small cushion, and I asked God to show me I'm worth more. I applied for a job in Texas, got an interview, got an offer letter for $100. Wait, you going to Texas? Okay, my other friend says she wants to be a kept wife. I don't know if I want to be a kept wife because I'm too busy and I got too much lip. I also, well, if you're a kept wife, you have like a chef and like a house cleaner. Because y'all see, last week I said, yeah, I'm done cleaning the house. I don't mind like the sweeping, but like I need somebody to come in here and mop. I need somebody to lift up this couch and the bed. Oh, you're a project manager for an artist show. That's beautiful. Yes. Some people, thank you, Chen. Some people try to give you advice because they want to dim your light. We ain't having that. Okay, it's no dimming the lights around here. What else you guys got? Yes, Keisha wants to own her own center where she'll have some education, some tutoring. I used to tell my students I'm quitting teaching to pursue my dreams. Director of operations, project management for Nike, Adidas, or a mom group. That's dope. Yeah, I applied for some project management jobs, and then I realized like I want to people. I need a people job. People, in-person people. I don't want to be computer people. I don't want to be phone people. I want to touch the people. Like this right here, like this live. Let me tell you. So I cried for like I said, like 3 days in a row. I was crying so hard. My mom was like, "What's going on?" Because I work from my mom's house. Why are you crying? Well, you need to quit that job then. Oh, okay, Captain Obvious. I know I need to quit. Do I have another job? Do I have another job with the same salary? Because that's the other thing. I make a decent salary. I think I should make more, but I make a decent salary, right? You guys see the lifestyle. Yeah, you guys see the vibes. And these other jobs that I really love are not paying. How can I afford an apartment, a car? I'm paying about $600 in student loans every month. Daycare, groceries on less than what I'm making. I feel like I'm already living check to check, and that's it. I'm over nursing. COVID changed a lot of the dynamics, and hospital politics are bonkers. Nurses are overworked and undervalued. Yeah, nurses, I really feel sorry for y'all about how much work you got. The money you make, beautiful. But teachers are like underpaid. Police are underpaid. Do firefighters make good money? I want to own my own business. I just don't know what. You're going to find it out. Well, I can save you some money. Stop paying those loans. I tried to stop paying a loan. Okay. And Sally Mae Jenkins took me to court. Okay. No, literally. She took me to court. So yeah. So this live is just about my pain and suffering, about me like letting people derail me from my job, me using this chat. Like, so I got distracted, but the point of like starting this chat was, I mean, it turned out to be like an outlet, but like me venturing in something new. I've always been told like, yo, you got a great personality. You should do radio. You should do this. You should do that. And like, since I've been doing this, when I tell you guys, it brings me so much joy. Like once I'm done, I usually like watch it. So I'll spend the next hour like watching it, taking notes, trying to perfect things, trying to see how I talk through things. Like this comes to me naturally, right? So now I'm like, okay, I need to apply for like correspondent jobs or something like that. But I read those job descriptions and I'm just like, what? I think I'm about to be an entrepreneur, Renee. My friend Chrissy told me today, she's like, put these on YouTube, like make some money. So we're going to connect after this. I just want to write and people read about it, but not actually promote it. Okay. So Miss Nina Mosley, you need to drop your book title in here right now because your first book was so amazing. You know, I have it. I cannot think of climbing up a ladder. What is it? My brain is fried. I was wondering, like, since you guys had kids, like, is your memory good? If I don't write it down, you could forget it. Yes, I would. Would I do a voiceover? Life on a Ladder. That's Tamika Jarvis's book. Please get on Amazon. It's a collection of like poems and short stories. So relatable, so amazing. My friend is a great writer. My friend Tamika actually helped me write my speech for my grandmother's funeral. And a poem. I almost called her to write my vows, but you know, I just wrote them myself. Liddy, do you know a recruiter? Cause I found recruiters, but like not the recruiters in my industry, so that doesn't work for me. A radio personality. I'm open to it. I would love it. I think that I need to use my personality as a forefront. Like, again, like I was saying, when I worked the events in the summertime, it was giving like, yo, this is for you. And I'm texting my friends on a high. Like, as mean as this client was, like, I was so happy to do the job. Anyway, the promises that I'm making to myself, right, currently are like, apply for jobs that actually like make me happy. I think about a month ago, one of my friends mentioned like, oh, would you be open to like applying for a finance job or whatever? And I was like, yeah, like I want to apply to anything that's gonna make me some money in the meantime. But also it's like, I don't want to leave one miserable job and then go to another. At least here, like I know my demons. I can identify them. I could show you their emails. I know who I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make it that bad. Okay. So this is episode 6. Okay. Y'all connecting? Yes. Hit each other up and connect on these children. So it's episode 6, and money is fine, but peace of mind. Peace of mind. I want to have a peace of mind when I'm working so that I can be a great friend. I can be a good wife. I can be a good mom, because you're spending 35 to 40 hours of your week at this place. Like, it needs to be something. First of all, I love The Breakfast Club. I literally listen to it every single day, and not in the car, like the app. And I watch it on BET every morning. So y'all know somebody at The Breakfast Club. I love Jess Hilary, so I really want her to get that position. But if she don't want it, I'll take it. But anyway, I want to keep the promises that I make to myself. And one thing that I want to do is really, 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 really get out this job. Really. And find some place that I feel appreciated, but also that I feel like it's even more than appreciation, a place that I feel like I'm growing. Like, I want to be like, oh my God, like, I love to grow, like I'm growing. And I'm growing at this job. At this job, I've learned like how to use Excel, how to give formulas, how to manage people. Yo, have y'all ever managed people? Okay. A new skill that I've learned. And I've learned beautiful things at this job, so that's why I don't want to say that I hate it, because there are so many tools here that I've learned that I can use somewhere else. But I want God to tell me, like, not DJ Envy's going to jail. I want God to be like, okay, you've learned everything you need to learn here, now you can move on. So if y'all have his direct line, that's what we need to holler at. But anyway, we're pushing on an hour, and I know I don't like to talk too much. So before we head out, in this first season, we've discussed alopecia, divorce, forgiveness, F them kids, friends, and now today, jobs, careers. What has been your favorite chat? Talk to me. Which one have you loved the most? Yes, I have to talk to you guys, heads off. Which ones have you guys loved the most? And yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. Let's see. Managing personalities. This woman lied on her resume that she knew how to work Outlook, and she didn't even know how to start a new email. Like, literally could not find the button for a new email. Renee said this one is his favorite. Love them all, but Friends was top tier. All of them because it's you. Yo, Tamika, that's still my favorite line. Like, you're not going to talk me to death, and I'm banging it on you. Tamika, are the broad streets still broaden or nah? My friends don't realize how much strength they give me when life makes me weak. Yo, my friends, every day I'm like, I hate this job. And they're just like, they're so encouraging. And some days they get on my ass. Like, have you been applying? Are you being on top of it? Like, they hold me accountable, and I'm not always applying. Sometimes I get comfortable. Sometimes I get discouraged. Sometimes I get really sad. And I feel like I'm putting so much pressure on myself that it's like not healthy. And also I'm trying to grow my hair back. So I can't be dealing with no stress. Forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness was a good one. The joy on my father's face at that wedding, boy. I'm still trying to figure out what dance he was doing in that video. If y'all seen on my story. I've never seen my dad dance like that a day in his life. I don't know if Kim gave him some of them shrooms or what. But he was wildin'. The whole season was dope. Thank you, babe. I hope that you have caught up on all the episodes. I'm going to tell the people about you. Yeah, I need to stop being comfortable and get uncomfortable. Yes, Rosie, dad had a time. Yeah, it's hard. I need to have a moment where I'm not planning something. I think that'd be a tough part too. Like, I'm trying to apply for jobs while also working my freelance job. So then I'll be like, well, what time do I have? Like, during the day I'm working this job. In between, I'm trying to apply for jobs. Then I get home, I cook like 5 days out of the week. Then I want to play with her for a little while because, she's 3. Then I got to play with him for a little while because, he a pervert. So at night, I just be burnt out. Like, I just want to watch TV and go to sleep. A solo weekend? I don't know about a solo weekend. I do have a work trip coming up. That's as solo as it needs to be. Hard to pick. Thank you so much. I try to pick relatable topics, and I hope that that you guys enjoyed it and my crazy tale. But anyway, we're gonna end this. Please, please, please like, share, save these videos. I really want to thank you guys so much. As I already explained, hating my job and sometimes struggling with the clients who have freelance. This has been truly a joy. Like, this has really showed me like what I'm good at, and really pushed me. I don't want to say out of my comfort zone, but yeah, out of my comfort zone, because I'm used to talking to live people in a room, and I'm just talking to a computer right now. Well, a phone and a computer, because I'm live on both. And it just really shown me, like, when you step out on faith, or when you believe in yourself, when you do something, and it's for you, it will happen. Like, so many of you guys have given me such great compliments, and y'all don't understand. Like, I literally screenshot every text or every DM I get. I should have freaking been screen recording this whole situation, because I be missing a lot of the comments because I'm talking. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into this YouTube channel situation and capitalize. The only thing about YouTube is that a lot of people who are on YouTube, they eventually leave, because YouTube has a bunch of stipulations. And if I'm on YouTube, I don't get like this feedback from you guys. Like, are you guys gonna open another app and be typing up in the comments? We're gonna see, because that's why Nicki stopped doing hip hop, because y'all wasn't buying the album. So then she went to pop, and then y'all got tight. So are y'all gonna support? But anyway, when I come back like Jordan wearing a 4-5, it ain't to play games with you. I'll see you guys season 2. I'll start again at the top of the year. I love you guys. Stay safe, and thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Good night.